Welcome to Rasa Flow Yoga. My name is Ayesha and this is Debbie. We're going to do a gentle Hatha practice. Welcome to your practice. Come and sit in a comfortable position. Bring your blocks or a bolster, and we're going to close our eyes and just get centered. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck, close your eyes or cast your gaze down with your focus relaxed. Take a few deep breaths to get relaxed. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. On your next inhale, raise your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, relax. Continue, inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths on your own. Take a moment to sit quietly and set an intention for your practice. Roll your shoulders on your back, lengthen your spine, ground your sit bones. Take another 3 breaths. Slightly open your eyes, look down, allow the colors to come in, flutter your eyelids, and let's continue by taking our legs up on the wall. Okay. So you can scoot closer to the wall. Keep a little bit of distance between the wall and your seat. Take your shoulder down, forearm down, and then the shoulder. And then swing your legs up. On the wall. I have a timer to want to be here for about 5 minutes. Take a moment to settle physically. You want to have your legs not tensing but relaxed, whether your legs should bend slightly or whether they should straighten. Roll your head Relax your neck, flatten your shoulder blades on the ground. Draw your attention to your soft stomach. Place your hands where it's comfortable. Keep your focus on the soft stomach and surrender to gravity. While the weight of the body descends, breathe in and out naturally. Take your focus to your lower back, and as you breathe, focus your attention around the tailbone, the sacrum, and the area around your hips. On every inhale, feel the space in this area of the body. On every exhale, allow the breath to release completely. Focus now on 10 more breaths. Notice how the breath enters in through the nostrils and softly expands the stomach. On an exhale, the breath leaves and the stomach draws towards the spine slightly. The next breath comes in and the stomach expands. On the exhale, the stomach contracts. The next time you take your breath in, notice how the breath enters the sinuses, and on an exhale, the breath leaves through the sinuses. The next time you take a breath, the breath enters the nostrils and then into the space of the sinuses. And on an exhale, releasing through the nostrils. The next time you take a breath, notice how the chest expands in the process. And on the exhale, there's a sense of contraction. continue to feel 2 more breaths. And let's take 3 more breaths. We're going to engage the body and prepare to come up and sit on the 3rd breath. Take your time. As you are ready, let's turn towards the right side fetal position. We're going to first bend our legs. Pause for just a couple of seconds. And then turn towards your right and help yourself to a seated position. Take the position that's comfortable for you. Ground your sit bones, lengthen your spine. Place your hands on your thighs. Energize your breathing. You can keep your eyes open or closed. Energize your breathing for 5 more breaths. We're getting ready to take a low lunge position with the right leg forward in just a bit. Come back to the intention you set up for your practice. And notice how the breath is flowing through this intention. On the next breath, let's energize, engage the body, and crawl forward so the right leg is set up for a low lunge position. Engage your feet, firm your ankles, set up the front knee over the ankle, connect to your back muscles and your abs. Bring your hands to your hips and rise up. Take 1 more breath. And let's take our arms up. Low lunge. Allow the body to stretch up from your hips to your fingertips. Simultaneously, ground the ankles, firm the muscles of the legs, and draw your tailbone downwards slightly. Experience 3 more breaths. Take nice full breaths. And on your next breath, we're going to bring our hands down and set up a plank position. So let's take our hands down. Actually, let's do the half splits before we take the plank position. So we're just going to extend this leg in front and receive the stretch in the back of this leg. Ground your fingers. You can also use blocks. You can hold on to your blocks here. Breathe into the lovely stretch in the back of this right leg. Extend your sit bones behind you and lengthen the spine away from the sit bones. Relax your neck and breathe in and out 5 more breaths. Draw the feeling of groundedness from your ankles and your wrists into the spine. Allow this feeling of groundedness to feel strong. Relax your face, relax your throat, and on your next breath, let's shift to a plank position. So drag your heel back, walk your hands forward. Option to place your knees down, spread your fingers, and when you're ready, lift the knees off the ground. Take a moment to draw that strength up. Draw the strength up from your wrists into your shoulders and from your ankles into the lower back. Take a couple more breaths. And shift into a back bend, either cobra or upward dog. Broaden your collarbones. Option to curl the toes or have the tops of the feet on the mat. Broaden your collarbones. Receive the breath the same way as you were receiving the breath in the previous pose. Take a couple more breaths. Get ready to shift to downward facing dog. Engage your legs, arms, back muscles, abs, and lift up to a downward dog position or child's pose. Stretch your legs, lift your sit bones up, draw the navel slightly to the spine. Enjoy 5 more breaths. Distribute the body weight evenly. And on your next breath, let's safely bring the knees down and get ready to step the left leg forward for the low lunge position. Ground your ankles, spread your toes, connect to the back foot. When you're ready, take your hands off your mat, use your back muscles and your abs, and then rise up to a low lunge, Anjayana Asana. Take a moment to establish balance. Take a moment to feel the quiet strength in the body. And take another moment to enjoy your strength, your balance. On your next breath, let's bring the hands down and shift to the half splits position. Ardha Hanuman Asana. Set up the pose by grounding the hands and the feet. Straighten the leg or have a micro bend in the knee. Ground the heel and feel that connection all the way to your left sit bone. From the left sit bone, draw that energy up along your spine. And allow another 2 breaths. We're going to slowly shift to a boat pose from here. Let's drag the heel, sit down, bend your legs, and take your hands under your thighs and lift the feet off the ground. See if you can get the feet slightly off the ground first and broaden your collarbones. If you can do a little more, flex your feet and see if you can get your arms by your side. Take a couple of breaths. Can you hook your toes if this is an option? And lift your feet. Couple more breaths. On your next breath, let's get ready to shift to camel position. Slowly bring the feet down and Come to kneeling. Take your feet off to one side. Kneel down. Ankles behind your knees. Hands on your hips. And send the thoracic region, pelvis and the thoracic region forward. Relax your throat. Option to take your hands to your ankles and deepen the back bend. So Debbie's doing a nice back bend. Couple more breaths. And on your next breath, come back to kneeling. Take a moment, hands on your hips. And shift to child's pose. So there's two ways to do child's pose. Debbie is going to start out with a wider knee child's pose so she can get settled. Arms can extend forward or by your side. I'll take about 5 more breaths and just allow the pelvis to get heavy. Allow the shoulders to drop more and allow the back of the neck to relax. I want to look for complete surrender in this pose. To release the spine. On your next breath, let's try and get the knees to come closer if that's an option, Debbie. And settle down as is comfortable for your arms, forward or by your side. The head is dropping down, the back, lower back's getting reconstructed. Three more breaths. On your next breath, Debbie will bring her hands towards her hips and shift to Shavasana. I'm going to dim the lights for Shavasana. You want to relax your body weight down for Shavasana, shoulder blades flat, a little movement in the head for the head to become heavy. Legs relax, toes can turn out to the side as comfortably as needed. Palms are open to the sky to release the shoulder down. Stomach is soft. Eyes are closed. Allow Shavasana to start like a meditation. Draw the energy from the earth into your bones. Take this time to feel grounded. Shavasana is a pose for integration, to balance the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system, to balance circulation, to reset the body. Draw the feeling of the earth into your Shavasana pose and feel grounded with all living matter like trees and flowers, mountains, rivers. Feel the resonance from the rivers and the mountains and the flowers, the trees. Be one with the mountains, the trees, the flowers, and the rivers. And now begin to energize the breath for transition. Curl your fingers and toes. Raise your arms overhead for a stretch. Bend your legs, knees close towards you, or feet closer to your hips. Sway your legs a little side to side. Engage your lower back. And shift to fetal position on your right side. Take the top hand, push the ground away, engage your strength, and come up to sit to close your practice. Relax, ground your sit bones, relax your spine, roll your shoulders back. Take a couple more breaths to center physically, mentally, emotionally. Bring your hands to center in prayer position and connect to your intention that was set up. Bow towards your hands and level your chin. Namaste.